Hi, everybody, and welcome to session number 6 of eXp.World FrameVR.io session and training session. As we saw yesterday, the last, that was actually just 20 minutes ago. In reality, we have seen about PropCon and how to leverage your business model, stitching everything together. And I just wanted to take the opportunity to talk about flow living. And we obviously are going to link it to eXp.World here with my listing platform, which we can do. We can customize everything as we want. And this, for example, is here a the one. This is here the Bantry Bay one, but this is the penthouse that I have here, where we also have a video, a walkthrough video here that can play. Can zoom it in even, we can play it. Can you put
Now,
the sound
welcome
on?
you to this new exclusive mandate of mine here in Cape Town City Center. It's the most prestigious penthouse that is currently on the market. We have 288 square meter inside
So
area.
you can see that there's a lot of functionalities here. So this is basically where you can land, and where you, from a social media perspective, doing advertisements, where you can basically now leverage it as a funnel to get leads and to sell, and then obviously click there on the on the listing here, or on here, for example, if you wanna, sorry, it's here, 360 tour. Let's not follow the link here, watch walkthrough, and then here the virtual tour here as well. That opens up um, where we capture data as well. But of course, if we do social media advertisements, we will already collect quite a bit of data. But it's very good to compare two different datas here, because in this specific platform, ITER 360, where we collecting the data, is very, very granular and are not just impressions. It is really people that are seeing the property. Whereas in social media, um, uh, oftentimes, if we are scrolling down on social media and there's a social media just at the bottom that you're not really looking at, it will count as an impression, which gives a bit of a distorted sense of reality, distorted way of for your analytics as well, to to pinpoint your ideal client for you as a seller, for you as an agent, but also for you as a seller if you do property specific marketing for your mandates. So I'm going to go through a couple of different things regarding social media advertisements, the different topics of social media advertisements, and what I personally did. And I did already about 4 or 5 campaigns, I think 4. The first one, most obvious one, is a seller attraction social media campaign. And funnily enough, the reason um, why I do that is basically, of course, to put in a value proposition for sellers, why my international reach, the technology that I'm using, etc. But funnily enough, there's quite a few people as agents signing up through that social media campaign as well to come in my team, which obviously you should not pinpoint too much on seller this, that. You will actually create a sort of an energy around you that will attract all kind of people, not necessarily the ones that you're trying to target. Yeah, so for seller attraction video, I have one running at the moment, and we can have a look here at campaigns. And this is basically a my flow platform. Yeah, so this is linked to Rep. So every single listing that you have on Rep, that you posted online, will feed through an API code. So you can see all my listings here that I have running at the moment, and all that are pushed through. And I can actually see the last one. Should actually have a look at the last one that I posted here, because it's not in here. So there's a few missing maybe, so just have to always follow up. Um, so if we're going to look into this, we can do campaigns. Yeah, and if you look at campaigns, there are a couple of different things that you can do. I personally prefer to do a managed campaign because you have a little bit more a little bit more kind of tweaks that you can do to target your leads, or you can do also build your own flow brand campaign. This is now this is not the one that is running at the moment. They are managing it from their side, so I don't see it here. I can see it in my statistics, which I will show you later. But here, a flow fuel campaign, we can start a campaign and we can start building. Yeah, so I would choose now a flow fuel, because when you're a producing agent with eXp, you get a voucher on a monthly basis of 400 Rand to promote yourself, which is definitely a very nice addition to it. And then basically we come into a ad builder. All these things are already set up with the colors and look and feel of eXp South Africa, but I prefer to load up my own design because I do think that and believe that, and the statistic shows that video has a better engagement. So now let's say I am doing now a video here. I load it up. There it is. I choose my how do you call that now? uh, my thumbnail. There we go. I can also put another one there, and then I can choose next, and then I basically can yeah, it's uploading, so it's a video, so it might take a bit of time. Then I can choose basically to set the different headings. I can set the different target groups that I want to focus on, and you don't have to focus only on South Africa. You can focus on a lot of different things. Let me just stop this, but you get the drift. I'm not going to do training too much about flow living. Just want to show you the possibilities here. Oh, oh, there we go. So, oh, you can see it here. So now you have the ad creative. Now you say Facebook account. I'm just, I just will put my own name. Of course, I'm not gonna do it for someone else. Where's my name here? Michiel.DeVogeleer, which is my Instagram account. And then I can type all the things that you want to do, blah, blah, blah. And you will see here, for example, for sale, uh, new hot property. Well, actually, this is a property one, property video. So there's a couple of different things that you can do, right? So you can do a seller attraction video. Usually I just let it run on social media automatically. I will get feedback. I will get my leads in via this way. So every time I get an SMS, I also get an email with the details, and I'll basically see here all my leads coming in. So you can actually see that I have 21 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's basically 126 people that come through my social media advertisement campaign since about uh, since about a year. So that's probably about 10 leads per seller leads. Well, that's not only seller leads, but it's about 10 leads that I get on a monthly basis, which is quite nice for 1,500 Rand excluding VAT. Instead of having to cold call. So when I started in real estate, I was picking up all the phone all the time, every single morning of the properties that I poached the evening before, all between Big Bay and Camps Bay, everything in between. So it was quite a lot for rental and for sale, all kind of price ranges. And I wasted so much time. I spent a lot of money on numbers that are not correct or that not are accessible or that are just not even there, to then get a no or get not interested or can't even get them on the phone, to then basically 2% of the people that I could reach, which is already 40% or something of the people that I was poaching. So basically you work at about what is 2% of 40? Let's call it 50. So basically, get 1% success rate. But I have wasted all my time. I even paid quite a lot of money on the because it's 4 Rand 50 or something like that per phone number, and I was poaching quite a lot of phone numbers. I was really getting to a point where I would, I was not burned out, but I would think like if I have to do this for the next kind of 5 years, I would be burned out. So instead, I'd rather pay the same amount of money to Flow Living shoot my video, get a lot more different reach, because even though the people don't call you or don't apply, they will get to know you and your face will be out there for them to understand. If we are looking at a sales process, it's about 8 times on average that you ask for a sale until you close a deal. So it's the same thing with selling yourself to a seller to then sell their property. So if you're not good at selling yourself to a seller, they will never go to you to actually sell their property for the best price. And so that is something that you need to know. So basically, you're selling yourself to sellers, you're selling yourself to agents because now you want them to use your systems that I'm explaining here. But also, you're selling yourself to agents because you want them to be in your team. You want them to see your value. Now you're selling property to them. Now you're renting property to them. Now you selling financial systems or products or whatever it might be. You can sell basically anything where you can get your hands on to get even a revenue share or whatever. So you are in sales. You don't have to limit yourself to property. Very important. So if you're gonna look now, for example, here, um, to talk about um, social media advertisements. The social media advertisement that I have running for for seller attraction is very straightforward. I do a pitch of about 45 seconds, could actually be less, ideally under the 30 seconds to get perfect engagement, get a lot of comments, comment back to get a lot more traction. If you're looking at property specific, like this one that I showed you here, I run this one as well as a property value for this lovely penthouse here. I did this one also like that, just the same way. But if I, for example, this is comes out of my own pocket, but I do have quite a bit of people that are having a listing that is online and it's not selling for some reason, whether the price is too high, whether the price is right, but there's no takers on it, whether there's something else that is a little bit off. Maybe the garage is too small, maybe the garage is at an inconvenient place, maybe whatever it might be that it's not selling. Well, now you can say like, look, Mr. Seller, that property is now not. The leads are drying out. We get interest. We didn't get any OTPs, and we are we are reaching the ceiling here. What do we need to do? Ah, yeah, but I don't want to lower my price. Okay, I said, okay, cool. Instead, there's two options. Whether you lower it with 100,000 rand, or if you don't want to take the risk to take 100,000 rand less, which I think personally is the best way to go about it, because even if you put it at 3.8 or 3.7, even if you list it at 3.8, there's a little chance that they will actually offer 3.7. Usually people come in a little bit lower in Cape Town. So usually about 10% lower than the asking price. So he will just have to make a decision for him to be a little bit less negotiable. So it actually wouldn't affect him too much if he's more strict into the closing process. Now, in case he doesn't want to do that, then you can pitch this to him. Look, Mr. Seller, what can we do? We can do, for example, a 3,000 Rand budget for social media advertisement. What do you think? Instead of losing 100,000 Rand maybe if 100,000 Rand, you have a guaranteed of losing 3,000 Rand to create additional leads, additional traction, and maybe you can get the buyer for 3,000 Rand. So now you manage it, you push that to Flow Living. They obviously take a little bit of a management fee in that 3,000 Rand. So you tell them your advertisement budget is about 2,000 Rand to go around. So, all right, he's happy. I'm very happy because now I will be posting a video like this, like the one that you saw here. And I'll show it to you again. So this one, because now it will show Michiel.DeVogeleer. I'm representing this property. The property owner is happy because now you will be selling this property to him. Now you will be marketing his property online, but now you are, as a real estate agent, marketing yourself as well with the budget of your seller. Now what we've seen now is one, you have 400 Rand of flow marketing fee of EXP paid for you. Now the seller is paying your marketing strategies as well. Yeah. Well, you market his property. But now, obviously, you are in the video and you should be in front of the video and show your authenticity and what you are all about so you can connect with the people that relate to you. Now, another way to market or use flow marketing is, for example, agent attraction. This is what I wanted to show you here in my other metaverse, where I have an agent attraction office as well. I think it's called Join, actually. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's called Join. Look at that, 100%. So here as well in my metaverse, when I meet some of my team members, there's a couple of more here now, but these ones are my team members. My first ones, my how do you call it, legacy team members. Give them a shout. Hey, hey. Um, so now you can see basically where I can meet my prospective agents that I want to hire in or recruit in my team. So now I zoom this in, and again the same thing. Can put the sound
of which
on.
the commission split goes from 71 to 96% once you cap. We have active and passive income as well as in-house investment.
This is one that I shot like about a year ago, and I launched this. Um, I launched this. Where's my webcam here? So I launched this campaign in Dubai before it was opened up, and I launched it in Germany. Germany a little bit more difficult, but I might actually have someone that's signing up. And then in well, funnily enough, in Italy, but they're he's doing international sales all over Europe. And also launched this in Dubai before Dubai opened up. I actually have quite a bit of leads, but then I ran into a little bit of a tricky thing with Dubai that they were running into some structure things with from EXP. So it took a little bit long for them to be operative. So I haven't really done a lot on those leads. Also, there's a bit of a culture barrier, so I would suggest that you launch your campaign on, like for example, Germany was good for me because I do know how Germans interact and respond because I'm from Belgium, close by. So this is another way where you can basically leverage flow living, very automated, and get this into your metaverse where people can come in 24/7 now, see this video, go into the presentation. This is the older one here because the other one is online. You can even make a link to the online version if you like, etc., etc. Yeah, so I see that someone was in here because that's another good thing because usually it sits on the first page. There we go. So all right, so now you see that it's on the first page there. So every time it's shifted there, I know that someone was in here checking it out, which is pretty cool. Um, and yeah, so the other one that I wanted to show you again, I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna go back here. Is the I did once a the open virtual house campaign. So basically, I leveraged the metaverse here as a virtual open house where I launched a 3-day campaign, which was also paid by EXP, by the way, for their campaign about open houses in general. I took it to do an open house here. And why did I do an open house here, a campaign here? The reason is because here I don't have to waste my time 2 hours to sit on a Sunday in an apartment where maybe nobody's gonna come, or if someone comes, it's the neighbor that is curious, or maybe it's the or maybe there's some, yeah, there's also sometimes some theft or some things that are broken. And in some areas I think it's phenomenal to do so, especially the very local kind of very town-like feeling where everybody knows each other and they know the properties and they're really looking for something in the area. But for Cape Town and where it's a bigger city, I would not recommend. So rather, I would use this kind of system where I sit 2 hours at my own home, where everybody that comes in here, I get an SMS that, or an email, depending on what you have your settings set on. And now I will be able to see, hey, someone comes in my virtual office. in my virtual listing metaverse. Yeah. So what happens is I get a I get an email. So whether I go in this place immediately or I just see someone went in there. My social media channel says, look, I will be in my metaverse on Sunday between this and this time. So they have the link, they can save a link, they can meet me here. Or they can reach out to me because my contact details are here and you can send me a message on WhatsApp or even email to say, hey, I am, and this is goes to my, yeah, this is actually, there you go. This is basically, I should change this because I should actually put my website on there. It's very easy to do. Let me show you how to do that. And I will pick it up from there again. About, I'll probably have to do it here, this one. Contact, the contact you. Get in touch. And then I'll copy paste this one. I go into edit mode as we've seen before. I click on this picture and let's say link, a new link here. Control V, set web link, go out of edit mode, click on the link again, open link, bump, there we go, the right link right away. So it takes you literally like 30 seconds. Also have my metaverse in here embedded, by the way. So, all right. So going back here, I haven't wasted a lot of time because, I sit here in my own home waiting for it. I can even watch TV with the sound off. I can put my microphone off. I can put my microphone on. And I can watch a bit of TV until I see someone popping up. I know where they will pop up because if I go here and I put the link in there, this link, I've used this spawn spot, which is basically South Africa, eXp.World.DeVogeleer hyphen property hashtag South Africa. So I know they will land exactly here. So if I'm waiting here, then I will be able to see who's coming on. Someone comes on and say, hi guys, how are you? This is Michiel of DeVogeleer Property. How can I help you? What are you looking for? I have a lot of property on offer. Yeah, tell me what you're looking for. And then they say whatever they want. And then you can show them properties here. And then if they don't necessarily like anything of this, but they've shown you a specific direction, then of course you can now as well go back to the episode number 5 about customer journey and take it from there. Now you have a lead that you had personal connection with that sees that you're doing things differently, that you have virtual tours. Now you have collected their data on every single tour that they are interested in, not only on the tour that of one tour that they're seeing, but of all the tours that you opened up for them and show them to them. So this is a phenomenal way how you can leverage social media. So now the data that you have from the virtual tours is one side of things, but let's have a look now on the data that we also have here on the analytics of Flow Living, because obviously they have their own as well. We can see that we have in EXP 39 active campaigns at the moment. We had about almost 1 million views, or almost 900,000 views. We have 10,000 clicks to the website or landing pages, and we have 439 social engagements. So it's quite, you can see there's definitely some traction in there for 39 active campaigns. Let's say if you can find me here, everybody's here of EXP that have a Flow Living platform here. Need to dig a little bit further. See a lot of people I know here. And we see here Michiel.DeVogeleer, that's me. So I do have one active campaign running with them, which is a seller attraction at the moment. There's going to be some other things coming as well. I think we're going to test out quite a bit of stuff with the bidding platform where we do a 5-day advertisement to get people to the specific event of 3 days where we can now start the bidding platform instead of focusing only on the leads that we get from all the listing platforms and social media, etc. From that you have shown that property. Now you will also be able to do social media advertisement based on the data that you got from the ITO 360 analytics. Now feed that back into Flow Living with your data set to do your active campaign, and you can see total ad views about 34,000, which is about five, a bit less than 4% of the total of EXP, which is quite nice. It's good. It means that I'm quite active compared to others. Clicks on the website, it was 10,000. This is 755, which is basically close to, well, not well, about 17.5%, which is a very good, I would say. That's very, very good actually, and I've actually looked at this specifically. Social engagement 21. You can really see a lot of the different things here. Total post comment, total post shares. Can even deselect it. Total post reactions. You see how things are going. Let's put it on the last 6 months. Actually, this is quite good. You can see the evolution, what's going on. Here I was a little bit less active with social media. I think here I did 2 campaigns. Now I have 1 running. I had for a while 2 campaigns here. And then and you can see basically what your demographics are and what's happening here on your campaign. So it's quite interesting to see. Preferably I use my iTour because it's a lot more granular. Let me just show it to you again, because you know, as a real estate agent, you really want to know what is happening with you and your properties. And again, this is really data that I will focus a lot more on leveraging the social media in Flow Living, because it's um, a more honest way of capturing data. Social media is not the most honest way because they're counting leads that are not really, or they're counting impressions which are not really impressions because it just popped up on your screen somewhere on the bottom. So I prefer really to look at these kind of data, and it's loading now. And you can see, you know, it's going very well from my side, because you can see January, you know, you think it's low, but we are here 5,000 here, right? So view durations per second. This means you look at how increasing this has been. This is probably because also have been adding this to my website, the tours, and I've been marketing my website, and I'm doing some social media there, and people come on my website quite a bit. So this is quite good to see. Tour views. You can see August, September has been pushing a lot, and I can actually show you on PropCon as well. If I go to, because I've been marketing this property quite a lot. You can see the views here. What's happening? Let's Cape Town. All right, so we see here 112 views here on my website on the Bantry Bay for 40 million. So I can take that look. I can say to the seller, hey, that's not bad at all. It's pretty good. But I just want to do Cape Town city center. That's what I wanted to see. You can see here, okay, cool. If you want to, hey, Mr. Seller, if you want to have real good traction on your property, I can show you which ones are doing a lot better. And I can see here 5,602 views on this listing only, because I have been pushing this quite hard on social media. And this is quite phenomenal by putting just a little bit of budget in there, man. I just put one property specific video there that I showed you that is leading then into this listing, which I will be showing you here on the Vogeleer property. The Vogeleer property, and we just go to Cape Town city center. Always confused if it's RE or ER. Always got confused between the American English and the English English. All right, so then this is basically the link that I've been been posting a lot so people can see this. And now obviously in the listing itself you also have the integration of the virtual tour. Every single listing of my own I shoot virtual tours, just because of these kind of statistics that I want to see. And if only a few weeks ago this was just about 3,400 or something like that, now within a week or two it's 4,364. You can see how much my data is building up here. I know exactly where they're coming from. If you want to do social media, that's all fine. But look at social media, how little part of social media of all the people that view this property, because a lot of the people are direct, people are sending this through to other people to have a look at this property. That's why we are capturing so much here. But now you can see this is for the virtual tour, and then this one is for the website link only. So that's not necessarily, if people go on the website and they see this virtual tour on the website, that will also be counted. But if people are not browsing all the way down and they just look at the pictures and the video, then it will not be counted. So you will have a very good idea like how many people looked at the website and how many people looked at the virtual tour. You can really make a very good analytics about what is really going on, where are the people coming from, etc., etc. Yeah, so um, let me maybe go back here to the analytics. So now you have three sets of analytics of PropCon, of Flow Living here, and then also of iTour 360. And as I say, look at my footprint here. That will really convince the sellers. But also, there's a lot more data here to be taken. Yeah, so I just reset it here because I filtered on only direct. For example, if you want to know only the numbers of direct, you can see I actually have 5,111 visitors. So it was already it was filtered yet. So look at that, 5,000. That's about 1,500 in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So now it's become an exponential growth. For 5,000 people, I think I will be able to start making quite a bit of specific analytics, because we are getting the numbers there. If I want to focus on direct, that means that is now we will see that these numbers changed. You can see it here. We have about in September only tour views 2,343. You can see that's pretty good. We are now in October, 182. Yeah, that's we are a little bit behind of September. But if you would look in total on not direct, then it's a lot more probably. Well, a little bit more. Here October or November. Oh, here 2,343. Why is it not showing now? It's too little. All right, so we can get the views here. We can see. All right, September, August. Let's look at August only. Views per month. Data will change. We can reset this and so forth, and we can see what device. We can see, you know, where they're coming from. We can see all kind of stuff in here, what times they're looking at. I just want to see here views by day of week and month. I will look at these ones, for example. There we go. I actually need to check out a month long. All right, so if you look at Sunday, Monday, okay, so this is September. Okay, this is September month. You can see that the line share of 2,000 and so many views were in September. So you can see here the best day for September was definitely the Wednesday. So that's pretty good. 444 angel numbers. Look at that. Probably gonna sell this one soon. 443. So you can really focus on September now and collect the data. So you see in September people were more active at 10 and 11 p.m., which is quite interesting actually. I think I'm looking at now Tuesday. Yeah, this I'm even looking per day per month. So you can see now in uh, on Tuesday in September, 8 p.m. was definitely the winner. So you can really go and dig deep if you like. But preferably I'll look at the whole to have a better understanding. And 8 p.m. is always a very good one together with 11 to 2 p.m. Um, you can see where they're from. Really dig deep. I showed you this already, but look at these top cities here. You can see Madrid, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Barcelona. It's quite interesting. You see, that means it's definitely Barcelona, Madrid. There's quite a bit of location independent cities there. It's definitely interesting stuff, and it will definitely be a little bit, all over the show because if you work a lot with internationals that travel, then this might be a little bit more tricky to look into. Now we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into where the people are coming from, and let's have a look at the United Kingdom. We have about 49 views here. Where are they coming from? The UK. Where are they coming from? Mostly here close to London, mostly. And then you can see, okay, we have about one view, two views, one view, 41 view, the UK. So London, definitely quite a bit of people from London coming here, of course, due to the history. So maybe I should do a campaign in London to advertise some South African properties. London is also quite an expensive place to invest property in. If you go outside of London, you basically buy a castle for the price of a two-bedroom apartment in London city centre, or if not a one-bedroom. So maybe it might be good. People in London want to come here. There's also a lot of South Africans in London. Maybe let's do a social media campaign there. Can reset it again. Actually, maybe we can dig deeper into it because I think we can actually dig a lot deeper than that. Or not? No, this is as deep as it goes. And then we can target this, just London. That's pretty good. That's quite a big city, of course, so you can really focus on the city center where the money is centralized. So this is a little bit from my side here on this one. Um, how we can leverage social media and virtual tours, virtual open houses, and then also maybe at a certain stage in life or in our business, we can, for example, do this one and then host an event in here while we have a 3-day campaign running for a bidding, or maybe a 2-day, maybe even a 1-day, if you want to really have people pushing each other, logging it at the same time, seeing a bid coming in, putting a bid over that, and maybe um, overperform and to create a very, very, very happy seller. Yeah. All right. So this is from my side. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And yeah, we'll be in touch. Cheers, man. Bye bye.